What needs strengthening to get into wheel pose? Great question. So what needs to be strengthened to get into wheel pose? The most obvious one is all of your back muscles and your hamstrings, okay? So back bends and wheel pose specifically is a front body opener and a back body strengthener. So we need the whole entire front of our bodies, our chest, right, our abdomen, our pelvis, and our quads to be open. And then we are strengthening our hamstrings, right, our glutes, our back muscles, and the backs of the shoulders, yeah? The Trimurti or the Tridevi, it's the feminine masculine aspects of the cycle. The first one, the Trimurti, is the masculine version, and that's Brahma, who is the creator, Vishnu, the sustainer, and so Krishna, who we talked about today, is an avatar of Vishnu, and then Shiva, who is the destroyer or the transformer. The feminine aspects of them, because what I love about Indian mythology is there is a masculine and feminine version of all things, right? The feminine version, the creator is Saraswati, right? The sustainer is Lakshmi, and the destroyer or the warrior is Durga. My arms won't lift me into wheel pose. Any tips? It depends. So one of two things could be happening, Julie. I'm sighing just because I wish I could see you. This is like the downside to classes like this, is that I would generally come over and we would do it together and I could look at you and tell you. But I'm going to give you my best guesses. So Julie, a couple of reasons why your arms won't straighten in wheel pose, it happens for a lot of people, is very tight triceps or lats, okay? Tight shoulders, right? So if you swim or do anything like this, you might just have a lot of strength here, but not as much flexibility. So those would be the reasons. The other reason would be, those are generally the first reasons, and or what I forgot to talk about before is actually mobility of the wrist. So if the forearms are tight, so that's why we did it on the blocks. I can't put my crossed foot down on the floor in seated spinal twist. How can I modify? Can't put my cross foot. Okay, so when you come over this way, your heel, I'm assuming, doesn't reach the ground. So then the other option is to have your foot on the ground on the inside of the leg instead of on the outside. Yeah, you might just not have the flexibility or the space, the mobility in the ankle or the foot. So you can always put your foot down on the inside. Yes, on the inside. So if it was my left leg out in front of me, my right knee's bent, right foot's on the ground, and that should make it work for you. And you can absolutely do the twists this way, no problem. The reason why we cross the leg is it just deepens the outer hip stretch. And so I was doing that specifically to widen your sacrum after we did all that back bending. But if it's not accessible, you can absolutely do it on the inside. And pregnant goddesses, same idea, I should have said that earlier, is that especially the bigger your belly gets, instead of trying to cross your leg over, just take your foot out to the side and you would be twisting this way.